I come looking for you with Haitians. I stay smoking on good Jamaican.
With a subtle flex of how many steps I got that day. Anyways, look at these little ridges along the pot. So I'm going to use this metal rib to scrape those out. And I go with the lines, because if I went against those lines, they're going to make it deeper. That is a certified pro tip, by the way. But anyways, let's get into this. So this is where I left off. And I'm trying to figure out if I want this pot to go out, if I want to go back in. I declare I'm going to go out a little bit more. It's just too short. I have already trimmed my rim to be as straight as possible in prep for the next coil. Whip out my clay bag. And just like before, I'm going to take just a little sliver of this, because this is a little pot. Yeah, I'm caressing it. Anyways, cut that bad boy like butter, tighten it up, make sure it doesn't dry out. Clear your work area. Make that square thing smooth and round, so it's like a snake flopping it around. Alright, I dip my fingers in here. Pro tip, to moisten the rim so it can stick better. It looks like the coil was a little bit long. Just rip off a little bit. Stick it back on there. Then join the coils. There we go. Once they're joined, put it back on. Press it down into that rim. Ooh, get quick with it. What you do on the outside, you do with the inside. So I'm basically using 1/3 of this coil to go on the outside portion and on the inside. Then we move to pinching. So I had to look up this term. So this is the gap between your thumb and index finger. So basically, whatever direction you want your coil to go, you gotta point your perlicue in that direction. So if you want to go in, you have that facing inwards, or if you want to go out, you have it facing outwards. Once pinching is complete, you go in with your rib and move or get rid of those fingerprint marks and whatnot. Change ribs if needed. So I like to have a variety of ribs for their shapes. So this one in particular goes with the shape I want the neck to move. It'd be good to have different ribs on hand for your different shapes. And for you that don't know, this is a banding wheel, that blue thing that I'm spinning this on. Very helpful. But after I have built this up to the height that I want, I am gonna cut it straight along and then just line it up a little bit better. Sound like a barber. But I get that straight, and then this will be the desired height I want it to stop at in this direction. Then the next coil, it's going to be a different direction. So little sneak peek into what's next for this little pot. I'm just cleaning it up in preparation for the next coil. But right here is something interesting. These are air bubbles, and I just pop them with my X-Acto knife, or you can use your needle, then just scrape them out, and that should get them. But if it doesn't, just do it again until they're gone. Once that's done, you can set it to the side, and while we do that, we work on another pot. So that pro tip again, you can wet the rim a little bit. Oh, and any drippage you want to wipe away. Already made my coil, connecting that coil within itself, like that one snake thing that eats itself. What is that? Or a Boris or whatever. Same thing with the big pot. 1/3 of that coil goes to the outside, 1/3 goes on the inside. And you start pinching it up. Pinch. Be like a crab. Drop a crab emoji in the comments for all this pinching. So I move in both directions whenever I use my rib. So that rib, it is making it thinner and taller at the same time. So the goal is not to scrape any and have any on your rib. The goal is to keep it all within the pot. Then you move to cleaning the rim again. So trimming it up. I always like to do that after each coil. Yep, good job. You guys know the drill. I got my coil, making it snake-like. That pro tip again. So at this stage, notice how I'm at an angle now. I'm going like at a perpendicular angle from where that rim stopped. And that is making a ridge. Look at my perlicue. It is facing into the pot rather than away. See that? No. You go into the pot. Like that. Then you get your rib and you take away those fingerprint marks. See, I change directions. I do that every now and again when I make my passes. Ooh, another pro tip. Use a diaper. Insert picture. It's not a real diaper. I mean, it is a real diaper, but it is unused. Fret not. But when... Whoa. I'll just pause this for a second. This is Editor Lily. So when I say a diaper, that is the Gerber diaper. It's a flat type diaper. There's no padding on it or anything. And don't use them. But using this type of fabric doesn't bring as much sediment or grog within the clay when you wipe it off. But if you use like a sponge that they give you in one of those pottery toolkits, that will wipe away the clay and leave like the little sediment, sand and whatnot. So when you use that diaper, it tends not to do that as bad as the sponge. So that is a certified pro tip. Alright, back. This little John gets cut again.
La vida es como un camino que un día estás, después no te ven. A veces caes, no te va bien.
Set change. I'm at my dad's. And you know the drill. And I'm using a different rib here because the shape is different, so I just use a different rib for that.
Well, I woke up to go get me a cold pop.
So, in my last video, I was showing you how to make points on your rim. So, my rim is 12 inches in circumference, and I want 6 points. By my calculations, that is 2 inches. So, I have my tape measure here, and I'm measuring out 2 inches. And then I'm just going crazy with it. I mean, it kind of doesn't turn out the way I want it to because it's so small, but you get the gist. There's that pro tip. Well, this one is with the paper towel actually, rather than the diaper. Same rules apply. Still helps the same. And we're just cleaning it up. Wow. My God, that's a fish. So as you saw, I had that little stencil. So look at the before and after. So yeah, I just used my little stencil. I drew that stencil. It's just so everything is uniform. I'm not a good drawer, but I can design something.
Oh wait, was she a great big fat person? Fat person.